Hey, good morning everybody. Back again with just another quick tip to help your golf game. So one of the things that we see in really good ball striking and just good ball strikers in general with tour players, etc., they're really highly skilled at being able to strike the ground exactly where they want to be. They're incredibly precise at that. So they can control the bottom of the arc really well. One of the main reasons how they can do this is they manage the weight of the golf club really well. And it's one thing that I definitely see just throughout a lot of my lessons is a lot of people can't quite control how the weight of this golf club moves, and as a result throughout their swing it's trying to pull them offline or out of posture, just making it that little bit harder for them to control precisely where they want to strike the ground and then ultimately hit the middle of the club face. So this golf club on a hole, it's a pretty light tool. Yeah, it's about the can of something, so it's about 400 grams or so, but they're all different. So when I have the club standing in front of myself, so single armed, straight out in front, pointing to the sky, most golfers can manage that weight really well. When I turn it to the side though, it gets significantly heavier. So the mass of the club is typically more in the head, so the mass is further away from me, harder to control, and you kind of see someone's arm pull a little bit closer, or after a while they might start shaking and trying to manage the weight of this club. So how's this going to affect your golf swing? So I'm going to use the wall as a bit of a reference guide here. So I'm going to set myself up with my butt about 2 inches or so away from the wall. If I were to make a swing where I'm a one-piece sort of takeaway or reaching the club away from me, that might pull my body away. But alternatively, what it's going to do to my posture as well, if my hands work away from my body or away from the wall, what you're going to find is the club head is going to move to the wall, and typically what might happen is that player is then going to move towards their toes and fall out of their posture. If I swing this club too long, it can also try and lift me out of my posture. The other danger is when swinging too far around, I'm going to start lifting and I level myself out. Anytime I try and fight the weight or don't control the weight of this club, it's going to have an effect on trying to lift me out of my posture and change my posture, making it harder for me to control that strike on the ground. So a really simple drill to help yourselves, just try and manage the weight of the club, balance it a little bit better. So once again, just using the wall. I want at halfway back, or where the club shaft is parallel with the ground, for my hands to feel a little closer to the wall than the club head, or the reference is the club head is outside my hands. From there, I want to try and lift the club so that if it were to hit the wall, it wouldn't do so until it gets above my head height. I don't want to hit it too soon. So hands close, club out, feel like I work the club up the wall, and you're going to find that this club now is going to be much lighter and in balance and easier for you to control, and you're going to then be able to stay in your posture where your butt stays relatively close to the wall, you have some tilt in your shoulders, you haven't lifted out too much. Once I'm in that light sort of position, I can then let this club kind of fall down the wall. It's going to allow my butt to stay connected to the wall as I turn, and ultimately then when I get myself down into impact, I'm going to achieve a posture that is going to be pretty similar to where I started. Yes, I'm going to have my weight forward, yes, I'm going to have some rotation there, but I haven't thrusted away from the wall or really extended and lifted out. I haven't just used my arms to pull the club out in front of me. I'm just trying to keep myself in as close as possible to the same sorts of angles and balance that I had at setup. So hands close, club out, lift the club up the wall, and if it does hit the wall, it's going to do so relatively late. Then I want to feel like I keep my butt connected to the wall as the club works back down. I have a little bit of rotation, and that's going to allow me to deliver the club in a pretty consistent manner. Something very easy for you to do at home, simple to practice, but can have a massive benefit to how your ball strike or how the quality of your ball striking, and ultimately then hit better shots. please give it a go. You obviously know where to find me if you'd like to learn a little bit more, book a lesson, a club fitting. But it's get on out and enjoy the nice weather at the moment. The course is in fantastic condition. It's playing great. It's great to see some brilliant scores from some of my students. Please keep it up. I'll see you all very soon.